As you can see behind me, they're taking the salt out of that big salt teepee over there. They're going to be loading that into those trucks, and they're going to be dumping that salt onto the roadways to melt down the ice. There is a lot of excitement going on here. A lot of these racers are working really hard to cross that finish line. Again, it's that message that these mentors are trying to convey. If you want to have lunch with Mr. Sue here, well, you're going to have to think about forking over that cash. We're talking $25,000. Local businesses like these are already feeling the impact, all because of tax increases by a penny. Tom, little Jayla Fields is still in critical condition here at University Hospital in Newark, and police say that finally they have her shooter behind bars.
This individual decided to turn themselves in.
That individual is 32-year-old Curtis Daniels, an ex-con who shot into a playground, wounding a 4-year-old girl.
Early on in the investigation,
Newark officials told us that Daniels planned to turn himself in after the Labor Day weekend, but police weren't cutting him any slack. They arrested him today at his lawyer's office.
That disgusts me that this was some kind of negotiation to bring somebody in after a holiday weekend, while, again, a 4-year-old is sitting in tremendous pain with a bullet in her.
Investigators say Daniels drove by the Betty Shabazz apartments in a carjacked vehicle. His target, 26-year-old Rashid Nelson. The men exchanged gunfire, and Jayla Fields was caught in between.
Later on in life, how would she react? I'm quite sure she would be traumatized.
It didn't take police long to link Daniels to the shooting. He previously spent 7 years behind bars for manslaughter.
I hope that I didn't ruin his weekend, and I hope that Mr. Daniels has a nice long stay as long as he possibly can.
Emergency response is loud and clear to a near-deadly plane crash half a mile from MacArthur Airport. This single-engine aircraft sheared trees and power lines, slammed into an office building, and burst into flames.
I heard this boom, and I ran over here, and I saw the flame coming out of the plane.
Police say the pilot, David Rowe, had burns so severe he had to be air rescued to the hospital.
The man is in real pain. That's what I could say. He was in real pain.
The passenger, David Jensen, was also taken to the hospital for injuries.
It was obvious to me he was burnt pretty severely. I had to cut his clothing off.
The pair had taken off from Mid-Island Air Service, a MacArthur Airport flight school, to practice takeoffs and landings. Around 3 p.m., something went wrong.
I seen the plane flying, and then I seen the plane in distress. It was too low for the flight.
4 fire departments responded to the fire. No one died in the accident. So it's a noisy environment.
Yes, it is. Everybody's working, all the tools are running, everything, all the power tools, but like you get used to it.
There's a place in the South Bronx where teens go to build boats.
What's next? So the transom?
And self-confidence.
Many young people over the years have said, if I can build a boat, I can do anything. And that's kind of exactly what we're hoping for.
This is Rocking the Boat, a non-profit organization that started as a volunteer project in 1996. Today, more than 2,000 students and community members learn how to build boats and set sail along the Bronx River. Founder Adam Green runs a tight ship.
It gave me a sense of purpose and value and a reason to wake up and do stuff that I hadn't felt in a long time, which is very much the exact same thing we're trying to instill in the young people we serve.
Either if you're building boats or you're doing projects along the water, it's fun and it's new.
Melissa Martinez has been with the program for 3 years. She hopes to be a teacher one day.
A lot of kids, they're at home watching TV or they're not doing anything, but here you exercise, you has math skills, English skills, all that reading, all those skills are put together in one place.
It takes 16 students 13 weeks to turn a pile of planks into a work of floating art. A project that turned the tide for high school senior Rafael Salazar.
Ever since I got here, I became more responsible. I took leadership. Before rocking the boat, I never spoke to people, and I used to get shy and I was nervous and everything, but now I'm getting the hang of it.
This is Rafi's second year rocking the boat. He's an aspiring architect, and he's already helped build 3 different vessels, including the group's first motorboat, named
Change.
Change is exactly what Rocking the Boat hopes to bring to the lives of these teens, many of whom live in the Bronx.
What rocks the boat more than anything is giving kids who've grown up in the poorest congressional district in the country a chance to dream big and actually work toward making those dreams come true.
In Hunts Point, the Bronx, this is Stephanie Lane for NBC New York.